Hello everyone, welcome back to Prashita Fin School. So this season is going to be very important for someone who is looking ahead for a job in accounting and US tax and rules and you are a fresher. Alright, so why this particular module is very important? Because you might be well prepared with your skills, you might be very confident that you will be able to clear interviews, but the gap is you will not be receiving a call or from recruiter, or you will be never be able to sit in an interview only because you are not visible to the recruiter. So how to fill this gap is what we will be learning going ahead in this particular session, right? So what is this module for? Like, what this module will help you to do? It will help you to build a ATS-friendly CV that gets you shortlisted every time you apply for any role in US tax and accounting roles, that is AP, AR, and R2R. It will help you optimize your Naukri profile so that anytime a recruiter searches for candidates into those open areas, then you will be one of the top applicant that would be showing to the recruiter, and it increases your chances of getting a call from any recruiter even if you have not applied for a job opening. Then we will be learning how to apply strategically so that you are not applying for each and every job randomly, but we have a strategy to apply in order to fix our Naukri algorithm, that Naukri will keep suggesting you more better jobs that is relevant to your positions. Because many of the time we have got this complaint, right? I am not getting good jobs in my Naukri profile. So how to get those jobs which are aligning with your career to your Naukri fit so that you can apply to them strategically, and hence it increased your chances of getting interview calls. Because if you are fixing three things: first, getting our CV, getting a ATS friendly CV, well aligning with the interested areas, optimizing our Naukri profile that increases our visibility to the recruiter, and we know how to apply strategically, it will definitely increase our interview calls. And if we are keep receiving interview calls, then the chances increases of getting selected for any of the interview and get a job offer. So what this module focuses on, we are focusing on to prepare a resume which is well structured and have strategic keywords in it. Then it aligns with a role like accounting and US taxation. Then we will be having a optimized Naukri profile which will help us improve our visibility, and we will end this session with smart job application approaches. So the expected outcome would be like this. By the end of this module, you will be having a structured optimized CV, understand how recruiters search profiles, because in the entire module, we will start with what do recruiter think before searching for a candidate, and how should you be aligned with that particular recruiter mindset that you can make your CV as per recruiter searches it. Because when you know how someone is finding you, you will be able to find out a way how to reach to that particular person, right? So first we will be knowing how recruiter do searches candidate for a job application, how the interview process works. Then we will be align our Naukri profile, our CV, or maybe our job applicant strategy in a way that we will be able to reach to the right recruiter and know exactly how to apply for jobs effectively. So basically this module is not about making your profile look good, it's more about making it get shortlisted and get you selected, right? Because good profile doesn't make you selected. If your profile have strategic keywords, if your profile have matching keywords, or you are aligning with the roles and responsibilities, your skills align with those expertise, or your expertise aligns with the open positions, then only you will be get shortlisted. So this is what we will be doing in this particular module. So let's begin with the session 1. The session 1, we will be focusing only to prepare a ATS friendly CV for accounting and US tax and role. So we will help you to design and structure a role specific keyword optimized CV that passes ATS screening and increases interview shortlisting chances. So if you have enrolled in our 30 days accounting and US tax job readiness program, you guys will definitely receiving the AI prompts. Along with that, what content you have to add in what section of your CV in the Google Drive. right? But what is important here? Is it important to make a CV now, or it is important to understand this concept, how recruiter searches for those CVs, so that you can apply not only now to get a job, but you will be knowing how recruiter thinks, and it will help you to get shortlisted anytime you want a job switch in your career. So I would suggest, if you have got the content as well, if you got the data as well, what to add in your CV, you should be continuing watching this, because understanding the process is the should be the first priority, rather than only getting interview calls. All right, so by the end of this session you will be able to understand how ATS system filters resume, identify the right CV section for freshers having 0 to 1 year of experience, write strong role focused content for each section. We will be learning how to use correct keywords for accounting or US tax roles, and avoid common mistakes that lead to CV rejections. So if you are watching this entire session completely, by the end of this session you will be having a ATS friendly CV content that you can prepare for yourself, or you can download it from our Google Drive if you have enrolled in our 30 days accounting and US tax job readiness program. And you can just copy or tweak the content a bit more or less, and make it use your personal content, put it all your personal contents over there, right? So let's go ahead with this. First, let us understand why most CVs get rejected. Common reason freshers don't get shortlisted because missing job specific keywords. So what are job specific keywords? What do you think how a recruiter searches for a candidate using Naukri database? They uses some specific keywords, like let's say if someone is hiring, if a recruiter is hiring for accounts payable role, they will be typing AP, accounts payable, bank reconciliation, etc., etc. And if your CV has those keywords, then only you will be get selected for your CV will be visible to the recruiter. If you have mentioned, I am a hardworking MBA graduate looking for a good opportunity in an MNC, how your CV is going to be visible? This is what we will be learning ahead. This is what exactly generic career objective means. You do not specify any keywords, you do not specify what you are in your keyword in your career objective, but you have mentioned that you have what you are hardworking. No hardworking word is going to help you to get your CV visible. It will help you to get rejected and be invisible in a database where there are lakhs of students applying for this particular domain. Then no clear skill section. How important is skill section? Skill section, I would say, is one of the very important section in a CV that you should always take care of while updating it, because it will be consisting around 99 to 100% of the keywords that recruiter will be searching. Because in your technical skills you will be mentioning, right, accounts payable, accounts receivables, bank reconciliations, journal entries, and these are the keywords that recruiter will search. So if your skill section has those keywords, then only your CV will be triggered, and it will filtered out as a top applicant during this Naukri software searches, or maybe any ATS software searches. Then mixing multiple roles in one CV. I have seen a number of freshers, they only use one CV for each and every job responsibilities. I can understand if you are doing MBA and you are applying for on campus. Okay, fine. If you are mixing 2 3 roles, or if you are not aligning well with the keywords and all, I can understand, because you are competing with only 100 to 150 students in the college, and through those ACTA test वगैरह, you will be getting shortlisted to interview round. But things doesn't go in the same way when you are applying off campus role, right? If you are applying off campus, your CV should be only focusing to 1 or 2 roles specifically to that particular department. Mostly you can use a CV which have account receivable and accounts payable in it, but not taxation, finance analyst, or maybe financial modeler. You cannot use one CV for all the roles. I have seen many CVs in which under skill section or under interest section people will be mentioning, I am good at finance modeling, I am good at finance analysis, I am good with accounting, I am good with accounts payable, I am good with account receivable. A single person cannot be good with all the things, and a single person should not have interest to apply for all the roles and responsibilities across the industry. Even if you have interest, even if you have skill, do not show it to recruiter. Show it that you are only focused to build a career in taxation, or maybe only in accounts payable, or maybe only in accounts receivable. Then over designed or complicated templates. So nowadays it is being a trend, right? We are over designing our template because templates are free everywhere. We can get few templates in Canva, we can get few templates in some other software. So what we are doing here, we are just downloading those already designed templates, we are adding our details. It's quite easy, right? But some time fresher, what they do, they select some over designed templates which have, which they have a space to upload their picture. So how a picture is going to help you to get selected? Does your face have some keyword that will help you to get shortlisted? No, right? So do not go with complicated templates that will not help recruiter, or that the recruiter will find difficult to read it. Keep it very gentle, keep it very simple, that even if a recruiter want to read it, it would be acting as a softness to his eyes, right? Because they have only 2 to 3 seconds in order to scan any CV. Even if you use complicated templates, or if you over design your CV, even softwares like ATS or maybe databases like Naukri will not be able to, shortlist your CV. Then irrelevant or unnecessary information. Do not add how hardworking you are. Do not add how motivated you are. Do not add your family background. Do not add your full address. Do not add Rahul, smart Rahul at gmail.com. Do not add those unnecessary information in your CV. Then poor formatting and structure. Only use one or two fonts in your entire CV. Do not put different colors to different sentences, different colors to different section of a CV. Keep it as clean as you guys can, right? Because most CVs are rejected by software ATS before HR even read them. So your CV is not competing with the people first, it is competing with the system which do not understand your emotions. It understand only the technical terms. So if one of the golden rule while preparing a CV is, if some sentence is not helping you to get shortlisted, it should not be having a space in your CV. So keep this in your mind whenever you are adding any sentence in a particular CV. Ask yourself twice how this is going to help me shortlisted. If you are adding a profile picture, ask yourself, does if I am dedicating this much of space in my CV to my profile picture, is it helpful for me to get shortlisted through ATS portals or maybe through the softwares? If yes, add it. If you feel no, don't add it. It's as simple as that. Then let's understand what is an ATS. ATS is an applicant tracking system, software used by companies to screen resumes, filter CVs based on keywords and structure, then rank resume before HR reviews them, and reject profile that don't match job description. Why it is important for you to understand what is ATS is? Because you are a candidate, right? No, it is very important for you to understand ATS, because if you understand how ATS work, you will be able to manage your CV in a way that it is well aligning with the ATS softwares. So what ATS do? What is the use of ATS first? ATS are being used by companies to screen resumes. Earlier, it has done by, recruiters sitting and reading CVs and goes on reading whether they have to select or reject. But now it's not like that. We have, if a job application receive almost, let's say, 5,000 applications, and if a recruiter want only 100 applicant, this software will help recruiter to give the top 100 applicants. And how they do, they filter CVs as based on keywords and structure. If your CV has good strategical keywords that is required for the job application, and if your CV is well structured, your CV will be filtered out and you will be shortlisted. Then it ranks the CVs or the resumes before HR interview in a way that from the how good how what percentage your CV is matching to the role that is open. If your CV is 100% matching with the role, you would be the top one. If it is less than 100, you would be in top two. If it is 99, you would be in top three. Accordingly, the software will give top 100 applicants that is matching with that particular job application you have applied for. So if you are not matching, you would be not get filtered out by the ATS. It reject profile that don't match the job description. So this is how it works. Your CV must first pass software, then reach human recruiter. Then the second screening comes when a human recruiter reads your CV. But first, you have to align it in a way that it doesn't have any emotional content, but more or less it have only technical contents that will help you to get shortlisted. Then, what should be a ideal CV structure for a fresher would look like? If you are a fresher, your CV should only be of one page, and it should have this following sections. It should start with the header, which should have your name and contact, followed by role specific headline or some professional summary, then skill section, which can again be divided into two, that is technical skills and tools that you already know. Then work experience or internship. If you do not have both, add a project, and then followed by education and then certifications. Keep it very clean, follow this particular structure and keep it one pager. You won't believe you will start receiving call for your particular domain, because there are multiple openings coming up for accounts payable, account receivable, and then US taxes, and most of those vacancies they get filled without even a job posting done by the recruiter, only through Naukri searches or LinkedIn searches. So if we are optimizing our CV, our Naukri, our LinkedIn, you're not even required to apply for a particular job, but you will be getting calls from the recruiter and itself. Right? So this is how it should be, and let's go ahead and discuss each and every section that we have, how to, what to add, what to do, what not to do, what should be a sample content in each of this section going ahead. Before that, let's see how a CV should look like. This should be a one page CV. Just to improve the visibility in the slide, we have extended the font size, we have extended the lines, space between the lines, so that you can see it properly while I present it in the slide. So this is how a CV should look like. Whatever we have marked it in yellow, just change it. If you have enrolled in our course, that is the 30 days interview readiness program, you will be getting this template along with two other templates where you just have to change your name, change your institution's name, then the projects that you have done, the certification that you have done, and you are good to go. All rest everything we have taken care of. We have optimized it with a lot of keywords, right? If someone is applying for a tax consultant role with Deloitte, then this is something you should use for. If you are applying for EY, just change the name to EY and apply. If you're applying for some other company, just change the name and apply. This is how you should go ahead with this template that we are providing to you, right? Do not make it generic again, right? Use the same template, just keep changing the company name and keep applying to whatever roles you want to in US taxation. Similarly, we will get you one more CV for AP and AR and one more CV for R2R. So that would be helpful for you guys in order to be one of the top applicant for any of the open positions in these domains. So let's understand what is the keyword strategy. It is very important to understand why keywords matter, or to understand the strategy how to add keywords. Why keywords matter actually? Keywords matter because recruiters search using the role name, the tools that is required for a fresher to know if he or she has to be eligible for the particular role, the roles and responsibilities, and the technical terms that is being used in the particular domain. All right, because as already mentioned, almost 70% of the positions are being filled without even a job application. So you do not know your company have a position open, but it will get filled only through Naukri searches. And how recruiter will be knowing that you are someone who is looking for a job in this domain? Only through well optimized CV and Naukri profile with the right keywords in it. So this is how important a keyword strategy is. So how to apply keywords in each and every section is what we are going to learn in the following slides. If keywords are missing, you won't appear in any search. What it means, you are not you never existed, or you never wanted to apply for this job opening, right? So keep it very clean, keep it structured, keep it one pager. I'm repeating it again because it is very important, right? So what are the must have keywords? for accounting role is what we are going to learn over here. The must have keywords are accounts payable, accounts receivable, reconciliation, record to report, journal entries, and MS Excel. So these are the few 4 to 5 keywords we have added it over here. But in the Google Drive or in the course LMS, we have given you 15 such keywords that you can apply. If you have 15 to 20 keywords in your CV, almost you are already visible to the recruiter, because if a three four sort keywords are there in your CV, you will be one of the top applicant. So you are almost visible to the recruiter that you are looking for a job in this domain. And same goes for US tax and role. We have again given you almost 15 to 20 keywords in your course LMS, which you can apply anywhere in your CV strategically as you want. As in, you can mention it you can mention it that MBA fresher having expertise in US taxation, while I have reviewed Form 10401065 and use many such keywords. So even we have given you some sample templates as well, or sample contents as well, which you can add in your CV as per your requirement. So your CV should speak the same language as the job description is. So how to use a job description to draft or to frame a CV is also what we will be looking after. So to make your CV speak the same language as the job description, one of the important rule that you have to follow is you should be editing your CV each and every time you are applying for a role as per the job description. Do not add the entire copy and paste entire job description. It's the age of AI, right? So you can do it very easily. Copy the job description, ask ChatGPT to get you 15 to 20 keywords that is very important for this role, or that matches with the key, that matches what recruiter searches for those roles, and add it in your CV. As simple as that, right? So AI will help you when we have got to the prompts over here in the course LMS, right? So this is how it should go ahead with. Then formatting rules for ATS. Use simple fonts. If it is Calibri or Arial, do not go for any third font. Only use those two, right? Avoid heavy graphics or icon. We have already discussed. No text inside images. Avoid excessive tables. Use clear section headings. No picture needed in CV. Save as a PDF unless specified otherwise, right? Why to save as a PDF? Because if you are uploading a Word document, it can change the alignment of your Word document. It may change, right? So always prefer to upload or give a PDF file to a recruiter so that the alignment will not be changed for a PDF file. ATS do not read text. ATS read only text, but it do not read any design elements. So do not add any design element. Do not add any photograph. Do not add anything that ATS cannot read. Right? So what is let's have a final reminder for a ATS friendly CV. Then we will go session and session how to prepare our optimized friendly CV. Final rule before you create your CV. One role should have one CV version. Do not mix accounting with US taxation rule. Keep it only one pager if you are a fresher. Customize for each job application before you apply. Be very clear with your CV. Do not try to be creative, right? A CV's job is to impress, is not to impress, but it is to get you shortlisted for an interview, right? So this is what you should keep in your mind whenever you are editing or whenever you are applying for any CV before applying for a job. So how to build every section of your CV? So from here onwards, we will be going section by section, where we will help you to understand what importance each section brings, and how critical is to design those sections in a way that it will improve your chances of getting shortlisted through ATS. And once you get shortlisted to and it how important it is to make it easy to readable one page document. Like if a human is just scanning it in 2 to 3 seconds, he will be able to find you relevant, and he or she will be the recruiter will be giving some more times to read your CV and finally get you shortlisted. So for each CV section, we will cover what you should do, What you must avoid: simple content for accounting role, simple content for US tax and role, what you have to apply in those section. And the important mindset we should have before we start this sections are: your CV is not a is a marketing document. It is not a biography. It is not required to add anywhere that what struggles you have done, how motivated you are, how badly you need a job, or whatever it is. It is a marketing document, so sell yourself as much as possible by using the relevant keyword and relevant strategies. Every section must support the role you are applying for. No section should be like the that you are applying for an accounting role, but the CV for the section of that particular CV is supporting for some other role like finance analyst. Clarity is more powerful than creativity. If your CV gives clarity that what you are, what you were, what you have learned, and what you are looking going ahead, then it will beat any creative CV that is available with your competitors. Then relevance decides shortlisting. If your entire CV altogether is not relevant, you will never be visible, that you will never get visible to the recruiter, and eventually you will never get a call from the recruiter. If a line does not help you to get shortlisted, it should not be in your CV, is what I have already told you before in this session, right? So let's understand the header part. What are the do's and don'ts of the header part? Write your name clearly at the top. Keep your name slightly larger and bold. Add a mobile number, add a professional email ID. Mention city and state, not full address. Because the requirement of this particular city and state is when a recruiter searches, they also search through city locations or state locations. They do not search whether you belong from Gayatri Nagar, whether you belong from Manikonda, whether you belong for high tech city, or whether you belong from Kondapur, right, of Hyderabad. They only search as Hyderabad, Telangana. That is all what is required for to add in your CV. No pin code, no street address, no flat address, no area address. Only city and state. And add a LinkedIn profile. It is not optional. It is highly necessary nowadays. Add a LinkedIn URL, right? So write a what you should not be doing: write resume as a title. It is a resume, everyone knows that. Do not add resume again in your title. Do not add your father name, your date of birth, right? Do not add full residential address as mentioned before. Use casual email IDs like coolboy at or cutecall@gmail.com is going to reject you. Trust me on this. Always mention your first name, your last name, any numeric that is needed, and at gmail.com. That's it. Do not add unnecessary personal details like how good a football player you were, how good chess player you were. It's not going to help you by any ways. Yeah, if you do not have anything to mention, you can add it, but it will help you might be in the interview, but it is not going to help you to get your CV shortlisted through ATS or maybe through Naukri searches. So your headers should look professional, clean and simple, nothing extra than this, right? I hope you got it. This is how it should look like. It should be name, the number, followed by your email ID, followed by your city, your state, followed by your LinkedIn URL. Even your LinkedIn URL should be designed in a way that it should look like this, not very long, not very fancy, not such URLs which is very which seems very long. Okay, you can even edit your URLs using Naukri itself. So we will be learning how to do this in another session. So the header is not for a decoration, but it is your identity section. So keep it very clear as an official identity section in a government card. Then professional summary, what you should do and what you should not be doing. You should keep it maximum 3 to 4 lines. Mention your education plus role focus, then add relevant keywords, show clarity about accounting or US tax rule, whatever you are applying for. Keep it structured and concise. What you should not be doing: do not write a very long paragraph in your profile summary. Do not copy generic career objective from Google. I am a hardworking MBA graduate looking for an entry level accounting role so that I can use my expertise to and be an asset for the company. I am a team player, blah blah blah. Not required. Do not use vague words like seeking challenging environment. Everyone is seeking for a challenging environment. Not you are not the only one. So do not add this. because no recruiter will search using someone seeking for a challenging environment. They will search process, they will select like accounts payable, accounts receivable. So how is this going to help you is again something you have to ask yourself. Mix accounting and tax together. Do not mix. These two are different departments, so keep it different. Then exaggerate your experience. Do not over explain or ever or over exaggerate your experience. Recruiter know, right, in what positions, what areas of role, or what scope of responsibilities you might have. Yeah, it might be varying, something here and there, but do not over exaggerate. You can tweak a bit as per the requirement of the particular job opening that you are applying for, but do not make it a lot. That recruiter will know that you are faking it. Recruiter reads only top 25% of your CV carefully. Print this sentence in your brain. The recruiter will only read the top 25% of your CV, and it decides whether your CV is needs some extra time or extra care to be taken off to read the other details, or it should be left swiped. So your summary decides whether they continue reading your CV or you are getting rejected. So it should be a 3 to 4 liner sentence that will put a very first impression of what you are, who you are, and why you are looking for this job. Then your CV will be getting some extra time from a recruiter, and definitely you will be getting an interview call. Then how a professional summary should look like for an accounting role, which involves AP, AR, R2, or all. Commerce graduate, it shows what education background you belong from, with strong fundamental in accounting payable, accounting receivables, and reconciliation. It shows what knowledge you do have. Skilled in MS Excel and structure accounting processes, it shows what you are skilled in, what and you know the process what is followed in accounting. Seeking an entry level accounting role, what you are looking for to apply grow and to apply and grow within finance operations, right? So it shows what three things it shows: what is your background, what skills you know, and what you are looking for. So it is clear, it is relevant, it is role focused, so you will be shortlisted. Same goes for US tax role. Commerce graduate with foundational knowledge of US tax, including Form 1040, W2, and 1099. Familiar with high level tax filing processes with compliance concept, interested in building a career in US tax rules. So I can find almost 7 to 8 keywords here itself in in this summary itself. So most of those keywords will be used by a recruiter while searching for a job, and if you only have it in your summary, then who will stop you to get shortlisted, right? So this type of summaries you should use. Uh, if you want, you can personalize it, or you can just copy and paste it from the drive that we have already shared with you, right? So this is how it goes. Then skill section, as already mentioned, it is very critical for ATS. So let's understand deeply what you should and what you should not be doing over here. Add 10 to 15 role specific keywords. Separate technical skills and tools. Match skills with the job description. Keep skills relevant to only one role. Don't add skills that is relevant to all the finance role, because finance itself is a very big domain. Then don't add fake advanced skill. From a fresher, trust me guys, no one expect that you know everything, you know every advanced skill for this entry level roles. If you are well aware about the industry, if you know how the process are being followed in a company, if you know basic fundamentals, you will be selected. Don't fake advanced skill. Add soft skills like hard working or leadership here will not help you, so do not add it. Mixing accounting and US tax and same CV is something you should always avoid. To have two separate CVs. Add unrelated software or tool is also not going to help you by any way in those interviews, because recruiter will never search using those softwares or such tools, right? So efficiently use your skill section for search visibility. This is what you should do. Then let's have a sample content. What is your technical skills that you have to apply for accountant role? You should use like accounts payable, accounts receivable, bank reconciliation, R2 or journal entries, month end support, and many other keywords that you should use, or many other technical skills that you should use. We have already uploaded in the drive. You can go and check it out there. Then the tools you should add over here is only MS Excel. It is most important. Then use Tally or some ERP basics that you know. Add those tools and you are a good to go for your skill section. Then US tax rules. Add technical skills like Form 1040, W2, 1099, individual taxes and tax filing processes, basic compliances. So what should you be knowing from this? Is it required to know very deep concept, very deep calculations? No, you should only be knowing what is Form 1040 and why it is being used. What's what W2, what's 1099, what is the difference, what is individual tax, and what is how the tax filing process goes on, and what are the basic compliances. If you are able to answer only these basic questions in US tax and rule, you are almost selected. But before that, if you're adding this in your CV, you will get shortlisted, you will get interview calls. Then the tools should be MS Excel and some tax software only if you are trained. Do not fake it if you don't know, right? Then work experience. So this is for someone who have some work experience, let's say up to 1 year. Even you have a 6 month internship, it counts. Even training exposure, it counts. But you should know how to structure it properly. Many of the time, fresher have a complaint, right? If a job which was asking no experience in the job description, but in the interview, the interviewer is asking whether you have work experience relevant to this or not. Don't you think is this is a tricky question? Why should they waste time on a candidate who do not have any experience, but they want some experience, and they had your CV shortlisted, you had interview round, screening interview round, then they are shortlisting you to technical round, and then they are asking whether do you have a experience. Don't you think that they know this before? They knew this, but they are asking this so that you how good you are in answering things strategically, or how a good corporate exposure you have you do not you do, it's not required to have a experience all the time. If you have done a good project, or if you have done a good internship, even that count, right? So use those bullet points. Use bullet points only while mentioning your work experience. So we will be going detailed into this, what you should answer when you do not have any experience, but interviewer ask, right, what experience do you have, work experience do you have. We will be going deep into that, but before that, use bullet points, not paragraphs, to explain your job responsibilities. If you have a work experience, start with action words like assisted, prepared, supported, recorded. It can be like assisted the team to file the taxes, and prepared journal entries, supported back-end team to provide them the financial report, recorded the monetary transactions in the book of entries. Like this you can mention it. Then mention what you actually did, but do not fake it again. Keep each bullet clear and measurable, that in case someone is not do not have an interest to it, but they are only doing recruiters are only doing it for the sake of job, they will be able to understand it clearly, right? Prepare for the very worst case scenario, that recruiter do not have interest in doing this role, but they are doing this because they have to do their job. In that case also, your CV should be readable. Then align experience with target role. Your experience should be aligning with the target role or the applied role. Don't copy full job description ever. Always concise it. Then use only those part of the job description which you have already worked, and you can tweak a bit to align with the job description, and convert it into small bullet points and use it. Do not exaggerate your role, do not write long paragraphs, do not add unrelated tasks, and do not mention any internal company confidential details that will put you in trouble, because the recruiter will think if you have mentioned this for the past company you worked on, you might do this for with them as well. So efficiently use your skills in a work section, and so that it will help your search visibility. So how to do that is what we will be learning in next particular slide. So for an accountant role, you should be framing your experience like this: ABC Private Limited, company name, your role, accountant, accounts intern, your tenure, assisted in invoice processing and vendor reconciliation, supported AP and AR entries in ERP system, helped prepare monthly reconciliation reports, maintained vendor and customer records. You will be easily able to write this through your past experience. Same goes for the US tax rule. company, your role, your tenure, then assisted in preparation from 41040 returns, reviewed W2 and 109 and documents, supported tax, data entry and document verification, helped in organized tax related documents. If your experience sounds unrealistic, recruiter will know immediately that you have not worked into those specific areas, or you are faking it in your CV, and you will be rejected. So projects, why projects is important for a fresher or someone having very limited experience. So if you do not have a strong work experience, this section becomes your proof of practical exposure. To answer your question, to answer this question, if you are a fresher, can you help me with the relevant work experience that you have in this in this specific roles and in this specific open position? You should start with, I didn't get a opportunity to work into real work environment, but I am someone who constantly, who is constantly learning new things, and to improve my knowledge into this specific area, I have done a project. And then describe about the project that is relevant to that particular role. This way, when an interviewer asks whether you have a work experience, while not having a work experience, you have converted it into a work experience through a project. So this is how important it is. So what you should do and what you should not do: add role relevant projects only, keep description in 2 to 3 bullet points, mention what you practiced or simulated, align project with target role. Do not add unrelated academic project, write long explanation, and add fake corporate projects. Use generic titles like finance project is not going to help you. Keep the project titles very role specific. So if you do not have a work experience, your projects become your work experience, but it is again very important for you to how you are framing it as a work experience. So this is where most of the fresher get rejected by saying no, I do not have a work experience. Instead, you should try saying this, right? So these are the project sample content: accounts process simulation project, practiced accounting payable and account receivable cycle, performed bank reconciliation exercises, created journal entries and month-end summaries. Your project should sound practical but not theoretical, and it goes same for the US tax filings, US tax project, which where you can add heading like US tax filing simulation project, understood high level form 1040 structure, practiced reviewing or W2 and 109 documents. See, here you are not doing a real-time project, but you have got some for W2 and 109 documents. You have only tried to review them, right? But see, if you have not done anything, but you have reviewed few forms, is make you something completely different candidate from someone who do not know anything. So add a project and use it as your work experience every time, and frame it in a way which I have said it earlier. All right, learn basic tax filing process flow, etc, etc. Put, be it be a very simple or generic work project, but it should be there. If you do not have a work experience, do not go with the work experience to any interview, right? So education, if you don't have strong work experience, this section become your proof of practical exposure. This is how you should be mentioning it. Mention degree name clearly, add college and university name, add year of completion or expected year of completion. Keep formatting consistent. The ideal format for this is degree, college name, then year of completion or expected year of completion. What you should not be doing: add long description for each and every specific complete education completion, like graduation you are adding a description, for schooling you are adding a description. It is not required. Just add your education in the format as it is mentioned. Add school level achievements, mention irrelevant subject, writing a long paragraphs, and add percentage on unless it is very strong is what you should be avoiding to. If you are not scoring more than 85 or 90%, or maybe much more stronger percentage than that, don't add. If you have something less than 65 or 70, don't even add that, because it will put you into trouble to ask to answer a few 2 or 3 more questions, which you can avoid by not adding the percentage in it, right? Then at the last, certifications and training. This section supports your role alignment. It shows You have taken some initiative to gain industry exposure. You have invested in learning apart from your academics. You are serious about the domain in order to learn some domain related technical skills. What you should do, you should add only role relevant certifications, mention institution name where you have done, keep it short and clean. List 2 to 4 strong certification maximum. Do not add 7, 8, 10 free certifications that you have done through online portals. It is not going to help you. The ideal format is certificate name, institute name, and year that you have completed. What you should not be doing, do not add random free online courses. Do not add any irrelevant domains like digital marketing, uh, HR courses, or maybe some other courses that you have done. Do not add those. Write long descriptions. Do not ever try to write long descriptions for certification. Only mention the certificate name. That would be enough. Do not add any claims that the recruiter will not be able to verify. So only put the certification which can be verified by the recruiter, right? Because those very small things in your CV might get you rejected because the recruiter will is not able to verify your claims that you have done there, right? So what you should be using it for accounting role, advanced accounting, MSX and MS Excel from XYZ institutions in 2024, Tele ERP training from ABC Training Center in 2023, and for US tax and fundamentals from XYZ Institute in 2024, and Form 1040 and tax filing workshop from ABC Training Center in 2023. So the important rule is certificate must strengthen your chosen role that you have applied for. So only add 2 to 3 certificates, maximum 4, that aligns with or that strengthens you as a candidature for the role that you have chosen, right? So this is all about the CV that we are going that you should be preparing, and how to tweak it, how to modify it each and every time you are applying for any job responsibility, any job openings. That is what you should be doing. So if you want, detail content, detail keywords, and if you want something that you find is important for you, like the templates, ATS friendly templates for all the three role, US taxation, APAR, and record to report role, then I would suggest to go to our website www.prashutafinschool.com and enroll for the 30 days US tax preparation program. Because in this program we have structured with recorded lessons, with practical projects, and help you by every possible way by that you can shortlisted for the roles like accounting, AP, AR, R2R, and US tax consulting. So I would recommend you, and it is only 99 rupees because we have made it very affordable so that you will not have a chance to say that okay, price is the reason for me that I was not able to prepare for the interview. So it's only 99 rupees. You can definitely go and check out in our website. So what's coming in session 2? Session 2 is one of the very important session of this entire module, because as already mentioned, 80% to 70 to 80% of the jobs get filled without even candidates knowing that the job is open, because recruiter never post those job openings in open sources like Naukri, LinkedIn, or any other job portals. How those positions get filled then is what we will be learning in this particular session, and how you will be one of the top applicant for those job openings which get filled without even get posted is what we will be learning in our session 2. Because those job posting get filled through Naukri searches but not job postings, and how we will make you one of the top applicant for every recruiter search in AP, AR, R2R, and tax consulting role is what we will be learning in session 2. We will be drafting an entire Naukri profile from 0 to 100% and build a 100% optimized Naukri profile that will increase your visibility. And we will be learning some common mistakes that freshers should avoid while preparing their Naukri profile. So go check it out in our website, that is www.prashutafinschool.com. It will definitely be helpful for you. Thank you guys. That's all for today. Take care. Good day.